Hi guys, welcome back to The Wargamer and episode 7 of Monty's Ironsides, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can model your bolt action infantry to be veterans. So when you're playing a sci-fi or fantasy war game, you can quite easily tell who is who. You can easily identify the veterans from the regular rank and file infantry. Now this is because they're usually equipped with bigger weapons, more ornate armor, or just generally better equipped. And that's fine for those kind of genres, but when you're playing historical war games such as bolt action, it's not quite the same in real life. Your regular kind of rank and file troops who are fresh off from boot camp might turn up and they're wearing the same uniforms and using the same equipment as the guy who's been there for several months already. Now, it can be quite difficult when it comes down on the actual wargaming field itself, because sometimes you want to be able to identify which unit is which, and if they all look the same, it can be a little bit tricky. So one of the things I'm going to be doing is showing you how you can make some subtle changes to your bolt action infantry, specifically your British, to kind of make them stand out from the rank and file. So one of the first ways we can do this is by giving them more equipment. Generally speaking, veterans tended to have a good idea as to how to beg, borrow, and even steal additional equipment that they might need. So we can represent this on the miniatures by giving them extra bandoliers, extra ammunition, extra grenades, make them look like they're more heavily laden with equipment than their regular counterparts. So the second option is giving them captured weapons. Now historically this was done, although it was done on quite rare occasions because often finding replacement parts or even ammunition for these weapons was quite difficult. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving one of our British soldiers an MP40 in our veteran squad, and that did actually happen because there is even photographic evidence of a British soldier firing a captured MP40. Now the third and final option for giving our British infantry some uniqueness is to give them some non-standard uniforms. Now this can be as simple as taking some of the arms from the German Grenadier sprue that have got the rolled up sleeves, sticking them on our bolt action infantry, and they'll really stand out from their regular infantry counterparts who've got their sleeves all the way down. Alternatively, we can do something quite as simple as just removing the helmet from the miniature. The great thing about the British infantry sprue is actually the heads have got hair on them, so even if you don't actually glue the helmet down, they still look fine. So what I'm going to be doing in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I've used all of those techniques I've just discussed and actually applied them to my own veteran infantry squad. So before you start modelling your bolt action infantry, you will need to assemble them in the same ways we did in our previous modelling tutorial. So of course you will need your bolt action infantry sprue and also your bolt action British weapon sprue as well. Now in addition to these, you'll also need a few parts from the German Grenadier sprue. You can probably just pick up one of these sprues for the amount of pieces that we require on here. So now that we've actually got the equipment and the pieces we need, let's move on to taking a look at some of the assembled miniatures. So here we have our two British infantry riflemen. Now one of the methods I mentioned at the beginning of the video for making these guys look like veterans is to give them more equipment, which you can see here. I've given them an extra ammunition pouch, and there's also this bandolier here on this particular guy. And on this guy here I've given a spade just that goes through the back. So I've actually cut this into two pieces, glued the top part into the back of the pack there, and then the bottom part into the back there. I also gave him an extra pouch and also a grenade attached to his webbing as well. So all these parts are actually available on the British infantry sprues, and you can see just how easily you can make these guys look like they're lugging around much more equipment. So the next few guys that we have are two of our submachine armed infantry. Now on the right here I have my sergeant for the squad, and you can see he's equipped with these binoculars. Now these binoculars are from the German Grenadier sprue, as is the left arm here carrying the Sten. Now both of these items are, like I said, on the German Grenadier sprue. This particular piece is item 38 and this arm here is item 15. Now on the other guy that we have here, you can see that I've not equipped his helmet. It's pretty much the exact same as my other bolt action infantry, except from his helmet's just on the back there and he's equipped with the Sten. So this is just an example of how you can kind of vary up the uniforms on your infantry. This guy's kind of rolled up sleeves indicate the warm weather that they experienced in June in Normandy, and it kind of just makes it stand out a little bit more from the rest of your squad. So the final veteran infantryman that we have here is the third member of the squad who is carrying an MP40. Now these arms, both the right arm, the left arm and also the MP40 are 26, 27 and 28 on the German Grenadier sprue. Now the great thing about these, they're also rolled up, much like the Sergeant's arm, and I've kind of got him in this kind of mid-pose there, almost as if he's kind of reacting to some events happening over in this direction, and he's about to bear his weapon to fire. So it's kind of a really nice mid-action shot that I've got going here. Now, if you're looking for alternate arms that have also got their sleeves rolled up, you could actually take a look at the American Marine Plastic Infantry sprue, as there's plenty of different arms you could use and swap out on there. So that is my British veteran bolt-action infantry. Let's zoom out and get an overall summary for this video. And there we have it, my 5 veteran infantry are now completed. Now hopefully the techniques that I've discussed in this video you'll find useful, even if you're not collecting British infantry, because whilst I focus on British, you could do the same thing with Americans. You could swap out some equipment from German sprues or even British sprues if you wanted to, just to give a little bit of variation to your veterans. So if you enjoyed this video, do let me know in the comments below, and also subscribe to be kept up to date with all of my future Monty's Ironsides videos. And until next time, thanks for watching, and goodbye.